Hello, everybody
Okay.
all around the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Lanre Ajayi, your host on the Global Talkative Series. It's a platform where we come to inspire each other. We come to collaborate and then relate and then share ideas with each other. And it's been an amazing time, since we started this program. We've been blessed to have various individuals from all walks of life, joining us on this platform. And today we are blessed, we are honored, we're excited to be having a guest in the house. It's my brother, it's my friend. We go way back. It's been like 20, 30 years, and I'm so proud of what he's doing now. I'm just gonna be inviting him right away. Okay, all right. I can see. So we gotta work on the volume a little bit. All right. Can you see me? I can see you, Dr. Wally.
Yeah, I can see it too.
Okay, it seems we're just seeing a part of your head from the Instagram page.
Let's see.
Thank you for joining us on Instagram. Fikar Balogun, the Waking Man, Dr. Ajay from Birmingham, Badar Femi, thank you for joining. Tina Brooks, thank you for joining. We appreciate you for joining us on this Global Talkative series. Our guest today is no other person than Dr. Obadari Peter Adewale. Dr. Obadari Peter Adewale. And I want to encourage you, this 1 hour is going to be an exciting 1 hour because we're talking about some major important, topic today. It is very timely. It is something that we need for this season. And like we do it on this show, I want to read a short bio about Dr. Peter Adewale Badari before we go into the question and answer that you sent in. And by the way, you can join us on Facebook, on Instagram, or on YouTube live. We are live on two platforms and we are, reaching our audience on all these platforms. So if you're joining us, we have Dr. Badari Adewale, and I'll read a short bio about him before we go into the question of today. Dr. Badari Adewale is the co-founder and chief operating officer of Digital and Co. Limited. He is arguably the most credentialed Pan-African cybersecurity and GRC thought leader. He is a fellow of British Computer Society, fellow Institute of Management Consultants, fellow Institute of Information Management, fellow Institute of Brand Management, Chartered Information Technology Professional, the first ECD certified data protection officer in Nigeria, the first EC Council licensed penetration tester, LTP in Africa, first EC Council certified blockchain in Africa, second COVID-5 certified assessor in Africa, payment, our industry leaders security standard and flight security assessor, PCI DSS USA. I don't know what I mean. He is security expert and GRC entrepreneur with over 50 international professional certifications to his credit and was awarded honorary doctorate degree in cybersecurity from Trinity International University of Ambassadors, Atlanta, Georgia, in the United States. Peter is a well-recognized subject matter and expert with numerous successful engagements to his credit in Africa. His skills and experience spans zero privacy, cybersecurity, information security, vulnerability management, penetration testing, computer forensics, business continuity, IP governance, risk management, and compliance. He is a platinum team member of Open Source Security Testing Methodology Manual and as well as senior member of Risk Managers Association of Nigeria. Peter is a recipient of Faith Foundation Alumni Leader Entrepreneur Award, FAME 2017, African Leadership Award of Medal of Honor in Business 2018, Nigeria Tech Innovation and Telecom Award Cybersecurity Professional of the Year. He is an alumnus of Foundation and business school and so MIT and so more. That's mine. You. Dr. Wali, are you with us?
Yeah, yes, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you? I'm proud of you, brother. You're breaking barriers and you're conquering territories.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
The question for me is this: how did you go from 1 to 100 with all these cybersecurity credentials?
Okay. Well, thank you very much, and well, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on the part of the world that you are. All right. Well, without wasting too much time, I think basically what actually happened. I've been asked that question so many times, but I think the profile I started building the profile actually was born out of necessity for survival. You know, because it was born out of survival, because when you live in Nigeria, you need to, especially you were had some challenges going on, in the sense that I couldn't get an admission very early. In fact, I was finishing OND at the age of 25. So you can imagine the dilemma. So to cut the long story short, as at the time I was finishing my OND at the age of 25, I came back, but was inspired by the Holy Spirit. You know, I like to tell people a lot that I've been blessed. I had a good relationship with the Holy Spirit, and I started to look at what can I do with my life? Because if I'm finishing OND at the age of 25, so it means that the traditional education cannot work for me. So by the inspiration of the Holy Spirit, I told myself, the Holy Spirit told me that I have to redefine education for myself. You understand? So that was what I did. So instead of following through the traditional education, you know, I was supposed to go back for my HND, for my last, for BSc and stuff like that. I started to write professional certification. So to cut the long story short, that was how. So I redefined education for myself, and then have all these professional certifications, and today I've done masters in Liverpool University and stuff like that. So it just shows that your beginning cannot determine where you're going. You understand? So it's just to tell you that don't despise the days of little beginning. You know, where there's a saying that I like so much, that you don't know how high you can fly until you spread your wings.
Yeah, that is amazing. You know, that reminds me of a student that says, though your beginning was small, your latter end will greatly increase. And and you are living testimony to that. I can just imagine 50 credentials. You know, it's like, I don't know how many years. How do you collapse that together? Within how many years?
Yeah, well, it's a journey. The journey that started in, I think my first professional certification was in 2001. So I wrote my Microsoft Certified Professional. Then, of course, I started, because from the very beginning, don't forget, I said that it was a clear direction that I needed to redefine education for myself. And I know that if I want it to be very unique, and I'm not going the traditional way, I must do something that will announce me to the world. So it was very purposeful. So I started to write them, and I'm still writing exams to tell you the truth. So and the interesting thing about most of my certification is, you have to renew every year. So you have to pay. You have to renew. You have to make sure. So then the advantage is it just keeps me up to date with the latest trend of things. So that's the beauty of professional certifications, and I think when you are in your purpose, when you're doing, it's like a sweet spot, which the Holy Spirit helped me to discover very early. and then I think it's just fun. It's just fun, honestly.
Wow, that's amazing. So for viewers, if you're joining us on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, my guest today is Dr. Obada Peter Adewale, the privacy, cybersecurity, and GRC professional. Thank you, John Asiebu, for joining us. Akimbode, Akimutime, our dear brother. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Peter Alonso, thank you for joining. Only for Tommy, thank you for joining. EJ, Bula, thank you for joining. And so many individuals joining, So let's go straight into data discussion. Dr. Jule said, inspiring, taking charge of your own success and defining success in your own way. Thank you, Dr. Jule from Birmingham. We appreciate you. So let's go through this question today. Now, the case of COVID-19 was like an invasion in our lives, changing everything in short time, and with a huge focus in online and the world. Now, the first question that I have, and we have audience sent in, is what are the dangers and challenges necessary for cybersecurity?
All right. Okay. Thank you for the question, Larry. Well, we cannot overemphasize the dangers, the calamities, the tragedies that can come with this COVID-19. But I think to start, what we need to understand is with the emergence of COVID-19 pandemic, what is actually the crux of the matter is what we have seen is the massive usage of what? Of a technology. And what is the technology? The internet technology. So, because the view I share is actually, I want to make it very simple, not to sound too technical in this session. So, because basically what we have seen is just the usage of technology, of internet technology. A lot of people that are not using the internet before started to use the internet, which means that there is an increase in the usage of internet activities. So what we have seen, everything has become internet enabled. So today, we talk about calls. We're all used to e-commerce. Everything is become e. Now we have e-worship, e-supply. If there is anything like even e-betting, you have to you understand. So what I'm trying to say is internet technology that came decades ago, with the advent of COVID-19, just created more awareness for the internet technology, broadband usage, everything, because you can't, there's no way you can communicate without the internet. So unfortunately, the way internet was actually structured, infrastructure, behind the internet, there's a protocol TCP/IP. TCP/IP is Transportation Control Internet Protocol. That's the protocol that is powering the internet. Unfortunately, that protocol is not designed for security.
Oh,
yeah. So that we don't practice. So that's the foundation of understanding. We need to understand, the internet was just designed for communication. It was designed, just for communication. But right now, we're using internet for a lot of things. Everything that we're doing, and unfortunately, we're using it for sensitive transactions. Yeah. We're using it for so many things. You understand? So. As a result, but because of the fundamental problem of lack of security. So what we see professionals are doing all over the world, they are building. So security is an afterthought for internet.
Wow.
So yeah, security is actually an afterthought. So what is happening is the cyber criminals, those guys that we call hackers, fraudsters, because they understand these basic they have this basic information that internet is not designed for security. Security is an afterthought for internet. Then with the advent of COVID-19, of course, what they're just doing is just to exploit that vulnerability that exists. All right. Yes, before now, the hackers were targeting more of, because when we are looking at these dangers, these challenges, we have to look at it from three perspectives.
Okay.
Those people that it affects. So we're going to be looking at it from personal security, which has to do with the end user. We're going to be looking at it from business security, and then of course national security. Wow. So now the interesting thing about COVID-19, because what we're discussing are, cyber attacks has been since the, for decades, right? But the COVID-19, because of the proliferation of end users activities on the internet through their mobile phone or their personal computing, there is a lot of individuals using, their personal system to connect their, working from home strategies and stuff like that. So there was a shift. The shift in focus was hackers actually moved from targeting a lot of end users because they know that a lot of end users are not security aware. All right, so they know that their security, their system will be vulnerable. All right, so that's what I see that COVID-19 actually happened. So from statistics, there were more attacks on individual systems than, of course, the corporate systems, organizational systems, and then of course more attacks on government infrastructure. During this period, you see a lot of hospitals because of health records. Personal health records of a lot of people were actually breached because of lack of security systems. So, and then I don't want us to go so out to be thinking, how are they doing all of those things? Don't forget, I said that internet was not designed for security. Security is actually an afterthought. There are 4 factors. Every system can be digitally invaded. Any system, whether a personal system or a corporate system or a government infrastructure. If there are issues with 4 factors, from a professional point of view, and those factors are, we call it architecture, design, implementation, and operation. So if you get these 4 factors wrong, believe me sincerely, of course, so hackers are not spirits. But because most of the time, there will always be issues with these 4 factors. It's either your architecture is bad, or you have issues with your design, or you have issues with when you implemented the technology, or how do you use the system. Of course. So that's built-in inherent vulnerability within our systems, and hackers take advantage of issues like this and breaking systems to cause havoc.
Wow. Man, I think guys are taking notes, because this is a lot of information at the same time, and we still have lots of questions because the issue of internet is just so wide. And let's go to the next question. What does privacy mean in the light of this new reality?
Oh, fantastic! So what we're going to see is because I first and foremost like to make a distinction between because there's a lot of misunderstanding. There are a lot of lingos in our field that people get confused, and I would like to break it down to the audience. First and foremost, let's make a distinction between what is privacy, what is cybersecurity, what is information security. So oftentimes people confuse those words.
All right.
Now, what information security is the other word. It's not in the sense that information security is all encompassing. It is a security, in trying to achieve what we call in our field, like confidentiality, integrity, and availability of every form of information, whether in paper form or in digital form. All right. So with that in mind, data protection is a subset of information security. While privacy is a subset of data protection, because privacy is more of authorized assets. So when you say privacy, authorized assets means I must give you a content, that what is called personable identifiable information. Examples could be your name, your date of birth, your banking credentials and stuff. Banking details and stuff like that. So anything that can personally identify a natural person is called information. So what privacy means is, I'll give you an example. If you walk into a bank today, right?
Dr. Wale, just hold on, please. Can you just reduce the volume of your maybe your laptop a bit?
Oh, okay.
Some echoes from the audience.
All right. So can you hear me now?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Can you hear me now? So when you're talking about privacy means that when you walk into a bank, I just want to so that the audience can understand.
Yeah.
When you walk into, so that when you know what personally identifiable information is. When you walk into a bank, for instance, the very first thing is, your accounting process, your account opening processes. You want to open an account. They will ask you for your name, your date of birth. So privacy means we're sharing that information with that bank. There must be a consent between you and the bank. You are the data subject. All right. So they are giving the consent to the bank that they authorize access for the bank. They should use those information for what? For the intended, purpose. Intended purpose. They have collected that information from you to be able to open an account for you.
Yeah.
That information must not be given to anybody else. Unfortunately, what we have, most of the banks, most of our information now, you see for all these digital marketing and everything, people start to send you unsolicited, stuff like that. So what has happened is your privacy has been invaded.
Wow.
Yeah. So privacy is just simply authorized access, with consent. So, but then you cannot achieve good privacy if there is no data protection. Because data protection, because most of the times when you hear that there have been data breaches all over the world, data, and then people are now suing. You can see what happened with Marriott. There was a data breach and a lot of people personal details were divulged. It was because of lack of data protection, which is not technical control. So now, for you to achieve good privacy, it means that you must put in place a good data protection strategy.
Wow.
So with COVID-19, so what you are saying with COVID-19 is there is a lot of invasion of people's privacy all over the world, because people are, because of the tracing, most of the tracing applications, you need to divulge your information. So there is a lack of proper consent process that is invading people's privacy. So, that's what we are saying in the privacy world with the emergence of COVID-19 pandemic.
So, what do you think we can do to guard against this privacy theft?
Well, what is happening right now is a lot of professionals are actually, most of the things, they're actually talking to those quarters to ensure that while this pandemic is ongoing, right, there should be due care. There should be due care and due diligence in the way, because there's no way when someone is being tested for, is being suspected as a victim of COVID-19, you need your personal information. But when you get your personal information, there must be proper governance, because data governance is key. And what is data governance? There must be direct governance, means direct and control. There must be proper controls in place to ensure that their information is not breached, because you are putting in place appropriate measures to ensure that their personal information is not abused. Their personal information is not misused. Yes. Because their personal information can be misused and lead to identity theft.
Yeah.
It can lead to identity theft. You understand? Because if somebody is suspected as a victim of coronavirus, it goes to the isolation center, have all the records and stuff like that. So, those records must be appropriately protected. You must put in place, technical controls, processes in place, especially in the health centers, to ensure that their personal information is not used.
Wow. We got to move to the next question, because the time is fast. It's going very fast. Now, this question is from Dr. Ajile from Birmingham. I said, identify identity theft and abuse of personal images is one of the drawbacks of IT development. People using images of others fraudulently. Are there ways of encrypting one's images online to prevent misuse?
Oh wow, great question. Wow, identity theft is actually is a great thing in information technology. What I would say is identity theft is as old, even in the traditional life. The issue of identity theft is a big issue. So it's a bit of a chicken and egg situation. It's very tough, because now to answer the questions, your images can be misused on the internet, believe me, which is why if you notice most of the celebrities, the only way you can only put measures in place, because anybody can take your picture and cut off your head and somebody else and say that you are naked on the internet. You understand?
Photoshop software.
Yeah. So, and then of course, which is going to affect your personality and stuff like that, which is why what you are seeing right now is a lot of the celebrities get their account verified. They get their account verified, but it's very, very difficult. To be honest, as I speak, honestly, it's difficult for you to manage image abuse on the internet. Because it's free. Let me tell you what the internet is. See, a lot of people don't know that internet is a public space. It is a public environment.
Yeah.
So the reality is what you want people to, what you will later, the image you want to share with people, then don't share it on the internet.
Yeah.
Let me know like to you. For me, to be honest, there's no image that I share on the internet that I share them purposefully. I share them, because I know that, okay, so you must be sure. Don't, because it's difficult for you to control abuse. The only way to get your account verified, in fact, there's so many concepts. You also add, there is a concept called steganography.
Wow.
You understand?
Wow.
There's a concept called steganography. Steganography is the process whereby even the bad guys, the hackers, they can embed information within pictures.
Wow.
For instance, if you go to most of those illicit sites where they sell drugs, and I can send you an image, but in that image, there's an instruction on how to kill somebody.
Wow.
And you won't know, because that's why anybody that can study what's called steganography is an advanced technology in cybersecurity, how information can be embedded in image.
Wow.
So in a nutshell, it's pretty difficult to manage images abuse, but if you can get your account verified, it's good for you. It's just a control in place. So if you're a public figure and you don't want your image to be detected, you understand? So you can only have to verify that account. Just as of now, yes, that's what you can do.
Okay, now talking about verification of accounts, get a certain number of followership, like on Instagram or on YouTube, on all major platforms. Exactly, and I know that Instagram the verification, recently TikTok the same thing, YouTube the same thing. So and the majority of users are not in that age range. So
absolutely.
Verify.
So you have to live with. See, it's about risk management. To be honest with you, cybersecurity is about risk management. Just like in real life, you can't say, for instance, road accidents. You can't say because there will be an accident, you will not enter a car again. You understand? So life itself is a risk. And to be very honest, when it comes to internet activities and all of those use of technology, there's the opportunity part, there's the risk part. So what you need to know is how do you manage your risk? Do you understand? So that so just make sure that's actually why I tell people what just look at look at internet as unfortunately for a lot of us, internet is like most of the things we do. It is too public. It's open. It's an open environment, which is why there's a lot of technology to protect us, like virtual private network. If you really want to protect yourself. So, but when it comes to it is very difficult. And if you are not in class of verification of your account, just make sure you are very responsible on the internet.
Okay,
what you share.
I'm still hearing some. I got some. I think the echo should be better now.
Okay, so are we okay now?
Okay, so I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, very good, very good. So there's a question from Instagram that says that due to COVID-19, virtual learning is being leveraged on UNSA. How can we reduce cyberbullying and hacking for educators and students? Don't forget, I started with risk management. Unfortunately, which is the challenge that we're going to face with a lot of, because the COVID-19 is going to onboard a lot of people on the internet. There will be, a lot of us are going to come onto the internet. There is no discrimination on the internet. Unfortunately, the internet doesn't know whether you are a school, whether you are a church, whether you are a business, whether you are a bank, whether you are an insurance company. The internet doesn't have that discrimination. What is key is if you're going to
ensure, because when you're talking about virtual learning, if you have an application that is doing virtual schooling on the internet and is not secure, believe me, okay, it will be hacked. And they will just look at Zoom. Look at Zoom. Zoom was designed for just for virtual meeting. Even when, and unfortunately, they did not put security. See what happened? Immediately, people started to use it, and then the cyber criminals shifted to Zoom and they started to hack Zoom. So my advice would be that if you're an educator, just make sure that any software you want to buy, make sure the software is secure. Make sure that the software has basic security. And what are those basic security? You understand? If you are building this, if you are buying the software from off the shelf, you understand? Make sure that they follow standard code. Practices in building that software. Don't forget what I said earlier, and make sure that the architecture, the design, the implementation, and the operation of the software is standard. If not, believe me, you will be hacked. For cyberbullying, believe me, cyberbullying is difficult. So yes, but there are ways. If you know someone is bullying you on the internet, there are laws that are. If you really know the person, there are laws. Even in Nigeria, there's the Cybercrime Act of 2015 in Nigeria, and I'm sure in all other regions of the world they have similar laws as well. So you can use the law to go after such person to stop the bully. Exactly.
So still all the thoughts we still have a bit of echo from the Facebook and YouTube. Can you turn down the volume of your
my mobile phone?
A little bit, yeah. Because
okay, is it okay?
Okay.
Is it okay now?
Okay.
Is it okay?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So viewers, sorry for the echo that we just did some of these technical issues, but we're back. So someone sent a question from Instagram. I just want to read the question. It's saying that with the fingerprint ATM rolled out by GT Bank, what can you say in respect of the hackers? Is it more secure with the fingerprint rather than the ATM card? That's from Adiolu on Instagram.
Well, basically, okay. So, the talking about the fingerprint technology. First and foremost, the foundation is when you're talking about authentication. All right, authentication has three elements. Number one, there's what is called something you know, which is your password, something that you have, which is your token, and something that you have. That is where biometrics comes in. When you're dimensioning authentication. So it is always.
Can you say that again?
Okay. See, in authentication, there are three elements in authentication. Something that you know is your password. All right. Mm-hmm. Then something that you have is your token, and something that you have, ARE, something that you have. That is where biometrics comes in. Wow. Your fingertips, your iris, and stuff like that. Of course, by cybersecurity professionals, it is assumed it is more secure. When you use biometrics, even logging into systems and stuff like that, it is harder for hackers to break as we speak now, to break such technology, because because one thing about hackers is this: they are always looking for low-hanging fruits. Hackers always look for they are not they'll look for low-hanging fruits. When it's going to take an hackers like a year to break your fingerprint, they don't have time. They will leave and go and look for people with weak passwords, default accounts, and stuff like that. Do you understand? So, which is why, I would say it's a good step in the right direction for GT Bank if they are rolling out such technology. So what it means is it is raising the bar for the cyber criminals. Raising the bar means it will be more difficult for them to break into the ATM machine. But then, because there is no time, breaking into an ATM is actually a lot sophisticated, because the concept, the kind of ATM card that we use in Nigeria is a chip and pin card. Okay. So the chip and pin card, which is you see that the card is chip enabled. He actually leveraged on a technology called, cryptography. So it has both public key and private key. So believe me sincerely, it's an end-to-end encryption. It is a lot difficult for hackers to break cryptography.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Oh wow. This is. I have a question from Dr. Ajile again, saying data is now the most valuable international commodity. How can someone who is not tech savvy invest in data stocks for profits? Any ideas on a reliable data market platform to help with that?
Okay. Wow. So that's a business question, not a cybersecurity question.
Yeah.
Well, I think okay. If you look at the trends, since COVID-19, since COVID-19 started, all right, because that's more of a business question. What you have seen is, there are, if you look at the stock markets all over the world, the top losers, you look at the top losers and the top gainers. Most of the top gainers are what? They are the technology companies.
Yeah.
So my advice is, because I'm not a financial expert, but what I would say is, if you want to buy shares into a technology company, just do your fundamentals. Get your fundamentals right. Do your research about the company. Who are the people running the organization? Just like the way you are going to do with a traditional company. Because you see, it's a bit difficult. Look, if you look at Warren Buffett, in this COVID-19, Warren Buffett is an acclaimed global world investor. But due to COVID-19, because he lost over $50 billion. Because he lost over $50 billion because most of his investment is based on traditional companies. In fact, when there was a time they asked Warren Buffett, why did he not invest in Microsoft? Why did he not invest in companies like Facebook? He said he doesn't understand what they do. He doesn't understand what they do. So that is the challenge with technology companies.
Wow.
So that's so for Dr. Ajile, what I would say, because you see, technology companies look and see, what do they sell? It's like vaporware. It's like they sell vaporware.
Yeah.
So it's like vaporware, because if you look at what does Facebook, what do they do?
They're not tangible.
So it's not tangible.
Yeah.
So a lot of traditional investors look for tangible assets. Okay, Coca-Cola, exactly. So I can do my numbers. I can do my numbers. So, okay, if there are like water, I can project. I can do projection to say, if 100 people drink my water, I can make so profit. But mind you, technology is not like that. Look at Zoom. Zoom for a very long time. Zoom grew from, can you beat, Zoom grew from a 10 million users to almost I think 500 million now.
Yeah.
Just because of this pandemic. Believe me. So in a way, look at Netflix also. Netflix struggled for a while, but due to this pandemic, Netflix subscribers now, do you understand? So Netflix is worth over $163 billion now. Wow. You understand? So technology companies, it depends on you. My advice is, and I'm going to advise, the truth of the matter is there's a disruption already. There is a shift. A lot of companies are going to be technology enabled. So if you want to do investment, it's good to invest in technology-enabled companies right now, but do your fundamentals. Do your fundamentals right. Look at who are the owners, who are the people powering the companies, and then those are the basic things that can help you to make an informed decision.
That's amazing. Senior PD, join on Instagram. Thank you. DBX _X, thank you for joining. Kenny Okwabi, thank you for joining. We appreciate you all. We still have some time and some questions. So the next question is, from your recent findings, have there been new threats discovered based on COVID-19?
Okay, well, from experience, to be honest with you, what in cybersecurity, what I normally say is that is more of old wine in new bottles. Old wine in new bottles. So what cyber criminals, what they do is they just they adapt a lot. So it's not that there has been a new threat or a new trend, but what has happened is there has been a shift. So they adapt most of the time. In fact, cyber criminals are very agile in the way they work. So not that new threat has actually come up what, the same way they've been doing their things, but they are now using COVID-19, you understand, to perpetrate their evil ways also. For instance, now there are a lot of rogue COVID-19 application. A lot of, so you have to know, so a lot of rogue for COVID-19, just to tell people, oh, you can download this application, it can help you to test whether you're positive, just to capitalize on people, just like we have Internet of Things, there's what is called Internet of Things, and there is also ignorance of things, because they know that a lot of people are ignorant, so there's a lot of ignorance of things. So it is our ignorance they are capitalizing on in this COVID-19. They will send you unsolicited email to say, oh, there's a new, because they know, for instance, social engineering, they know you want money. Oh, click on this link now. There is a COVID-19 GoFund something. If you click, put your details, you can send you money. In fact, it's so bad that there was a link I saw that was asking for people's bank account details, their PIN number, that they want to transfer money to them. You can imagine. And the bad side is when you click on such link, there could be a Trojan or a malware running underground to infect your system if you don't have a good protection, like an antivirus to protect you. So that's what this COVID-19, what has been doing. So, and there could be a ransomware. There could be a ransomware on when you click on such link, on those COVID-19 links. There are a lot of links now. When you click on them, if you don't have a good antivirus, there's what is called ransomware. Ransomware is, in a very layman English, is like a digital kidnapping. Wow. In fact, what you will see, your system will be digitally kidnapped, and it will just tell you won't be able to access your system again, and it will tell you that it will encrypt all your systems, and it will tell you that before they can unencrypt it, you have to pay maybe $500, you have to pay $1,000 and stuff like that, and you will not, your system becomes unusable because you have clicked on a link. You understand? So we have to be careful and be wary of unscrupulous COVID-19 links these days, so that we don't get infected by these ransomware attacks and stuff like that.
Quick one. We have a question from Bodea Kimutimi. I said, what advice would you give concerning cloud computing?
That's where, see, everything, the truth is first and foremost, what is cloud computing? Cloud computing is just basically someone's system somewhere that you can warehouse your data. Okay, so what we're going to see, the new trend is there will be massive usage of cloud. I mean, adoption. Let me use the word adoption of cloud because all you need, which is there's been these conspiracy theories about because about 5G. Let me just bring 5G into it. So COVID-19 is coming with a lot of, as we're talking about the tragedies, the challenges, is opening up a massive opportunities for new trend, for new opportunities, right? So because by the time the 5G is accelerated and is implemented everywhere, it means that broadband. Look at the way we're talking this. You are in Canada. I'm in Nigeria. Even with we're still struggling with a little bit of fluctuation here and there. But by the time 5G comes, into full blown implementation, believe me sincerely, it will be as if I'm in your house.
Wow!
Because it will be real information superhighway. And when that happens, storage, cloud computing becomes, so if I need as a person, as an individual, if I need 1 terabyte of data, of storage, if I need 2 terabyte, 10 terabyte of data, why do I have to be building the infrastructure, struggling by myself, when I can just pay and do a subscription on the internet? Because the internet, there is the internet. So cloud, there will be serious adoption of cloud computing, going forward. Yes. Okay. Both at individual level, corporate level, and at government level.
Thank you very much. We're still chatting with Dr. Peter Adewale Obadare, privacy, cybersecurity, and GRC professional. We're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. If you got any question for Dr. Peter, you can post it on Instagram, or you can post it on YouTube, on Facebook, and the question will be live for him to answer. It's been amazing. So let's we have a question now from Imole in Vancouver. We said it's been said that COVID-19 has revealed the new normal by various disruptions. What are the key things individuals like us need to be aware of?
Wow. Okay. Well, I would like to say something. As I'm answering that question, to be honest with you, you see, this new normal that everybody is talking about now, I tell you for free, for some of us in the tech space, is actually like is no big deal. To be honest, in fact, I've been working from home almost all my life. If I was so bad that most of the places, where I live, because of the kind of things that work I do, people tend to look at you as, are you sure this guy has a work? Maybe he's Yahoo is doing or something. You understand? And to be honest, there's a lot of companies like, I remember even as far back as 2005, I used to have a friend who was working with a technology company called True Point, and the guy was earning $10,000 per month, and he was working from home.
Wow.
So yes, even as far back as 2005, yeah, he was earning $10,000 per month. So now, what am I saying? What I'm saying is, in the technology space, this has been happening. What people are now saying, hey, disruption, new normal, it's something that most of us, I can work from anywhere. In fact, my business partner, Dr. Sheyi, used to say that, see, in his life, all he needs, anywhere he's going in the world, all he needs is just, he doesn't need anything in life. Anywhere he finds himself in the world, if he has a computer, he starts to work. Do you understand? So, but unfortunately, for a lot of other companies in the pharmaceutical, in all of, this disruption, is disrupting their traditional way. Yes, that is the honest truth. That is it. And then you cannot change back. Honestly, what I'm going to say is, if I'm going to advise businesses, because if you notice, there are a lot of common words that is flying about now with this emergence of COVID-19 pandemic. If you have been hearing, there's the common use of words like digitization, digital transformation, and all of those things. So it means that, COVID has opened up to say, if you are not running a business that is pandemic free, because if you fly back to Spanish flu in 1918, don't think COVID-19 will go away soon. In fact, the Spanish flu in 1918 started in January 1918, but it did not end until December 1921.
Wow.
So if you run a business, you can damage your business will die, which is what we're saying. Look at X, a global rental organization, just filed for bankruptcy about 2 days ago. Because this is disrupting, the way we live, the way we work, even the way we interact now, because now we're talking about, physical distancing.
Yeah.
So now my advice for everyone is if we are, make sure, even if you are not, make sure your business is technology enabled. Even if you're in agriculture, have a way. If they say stay at home, how do you make sure you can water your cassava or you understand? You need internet. Build your farm to be technology enabled, because with the Internet of Things, to be honest with you, see, technology is so interesting. With the Internet of Things, you can know, your farm can become very predictive to tell you when it is time to apply the fertilizer, when it is time to put water. Let me be honest with you. Build processes around your business that is, whatever you do, even if you're a makeup artist, you need to learn how to use technology, how to build processes in your businesses to make sure it's pandemic proof. Let me use that word. And then for people in career, because even in medicine, in fact, by the time 5G goes live, believe me, there's going to be telemedicine, which is already happening in some places. As a doctor, to like people like Dr. Ajila, you don't need to go physically to see your patient, because with 5G, in fact, you will walk in virtually into the hospital, treat your customer, treat your patient, and everything will be fine. And you are in your home. You understand? So, that is actually what we're going to see. So when you are building a career, what I tell everybody is, even if you study Yoruba, go and learn technology. Make sure, because there will be, in fact, after this COVID-19, there will be a lot of layoff. Let me be honest with you.
Yeah, it's already happening.
Exactly. But then is not the end of life. You know what COVID-19 is telling on is there is the end of an era and the beginning of new opportunities. You know, when there is the end of an era, there's the beginning of new opportunities. How do you align to the new opportunities? Look at new, take advantage of courses that can help you. Courses like data analytics. There's so many things you can do, whatever you do. Okay. In fact, the interesting thing is, I know when we started this conversation, see what we're doing today. Before COVID-19, nobody is talking about virtual studio. Even if there was virtual studio, I was really impressed with your virtual studio and stuff like that. So everybody must learn technology. Even if you're a Gary seller, you need technology, because now there is e-supply. When there is pandemic, people can, if you are selling Gary or whatever you are selling, you can do e-supply to people.
Yeah,
exactly.
That
would be my thing.
Thank you. Oluwale Awowale, thank you for joining us. Rejoice Adeflu for joining us. That's Ronke Obasa. Thank you for joining from United Kingdom. Tony Okewo, thank you for joining. Tomi Ajayi, thank you for joining. We appreciate you all for joining all around the globe. So our next question is this: what lessons can you say this has taught or is teaching the world from cybersecurity?
Okay, so from cybersecurity point of view, well, this COVID-19 is bringing to bear the new realities, because before now, a lot of people think cybersecurity, cyber crime, hackers. Believe me, a lot of people think it's a fluke. Because when you tell someone that, if you tell someone, even especially small businesses, when you tell them that their system can be hijacked, they can be ransomed, they don't believe in all of those things. But right now, with COVID-19 pandemic, is telling the world that, see, now that everybody is going to be operating via the internet, which is a public space, the reality to spend money to secure yourself. Even if you're an individual, your small laptops in your hand, you need to learn, to secure it, because that's what you're going to use. For instance, to be honest with you, if I can tell you that for someone like me on this session, I can bet you there will be a lot of people that wants to even hack our session. Just, I'm telling you the truth, they want to hack it. So for people that have Instagram account, you have Facebook account, you have all social media account, start from the basics. Make sure you are practicing, we call it cybersecurity hygiene. Have a good password hygiene. For instance, before I go online, I've checked my Instagram. You want to check my two-factor authentication. Is it enabled? In fact, while I was trying to connect with you, my Facebook account, believe me sincerely, not only that I've enabled two-factor authentication, for me to log in even on my laptop, to log into my Facebook, I need to generate a code. So what it means is somebody, oh yes, I need to, so I can't, even me, I can't just log into my Facebook on my laptop. Yeah, I need to generate a code for me to log in. Yeah, so what I'm trying to say is every individual must learn those basic things. If you the takeaway for everyone is when you leave here, all your social media account, go and enable two-factor authentication on your Yahoo, on your Gmail. If not, believe me sincerely, hackers will hack it. They will hack it and they will embarrass you. You understand? So make sure, and then so which is where authentication is. Two-factor authentication, something something you have, and something that you have. You must make sure, and then at the end of the day, make sure that your system is up to date. Don't use operating systems. Some people, their laptop is still running Windows XP. And they are cool with it. They are very cool with it because they think, what am I doing? I don't have anything to lose. I'll give you a practical example of a company known Maersk. I don't know whether you heard about Maersk. Maersk is a global shipping. Yeah, Maersk. Maersk is a global shipping. Yes, they're in Copenhagen. It's a global shipping conglomerate. Yeah. There was a time, about 2 years ago, Maersk was subjected to a cyber attack, a ransomware attack that cost them over $300 million.
Wow.
Yeah, because what happened to them? They were using old system. They were using, because when you tell people this is your system, you need to have an up-to-date, up-to-date security. People take it for granted. Maersk, in fact, over 45,000 personal pieces were ransomed. 22,500 applications and 4,000 servers. In fact, by the time now, this is the flip side. This is the flip side. Maersk was maybe probably they were supposed to spend only $20 million to secure themselves. At the end of the day, they didn't do it. They lost over $300 million within 10 days.
Wow.
So there is a cost to cybersecurity. There's a cost to cybersecurity, both at personal security level, for company, for corporation, and for government as well. So you must have a cost. Yeah.
Wow. Good. We have about 6 minutes more. So I've got this question. To answer the question in 1 minute and one more question. What should we be expecting in the days to come, particularly since everything is beginning to open up again?
Okay. What to expect? Well, what to expect is some of the things that we have discussed. What I would just say as a cybersecurity professional is the same way during COVID-19 that those cyber criminals were agile and are adopting, building fake rogue applications for COVID-19. What you are going to see now is by the time the economy are opening up, you'll start to see them again. They will start to send you different links to say, okay, for instance, now, all the airlines have been down. Some of the things you start to see, they start to say, oh, yeah, so this company is now back. Can you click on this link? They start to, adapt their ways too, in deceiving people so that at the end of the day, to hack them. So I think if you can just understand the basic things in cybersecurity, for instance, don't click on any link, let me give you, let me be a bit practical here, because a lot of times when people talk about phishing sites, when you get any link from anybody, whether from your bank, whether from, because some, they can send you that your bank is opening. Oh, your, for your bank, as because of COVID-19, your bank account has been disabled. Yes. Can you click on this link now to reactivate your account? People now are eager to, wow, my account has been. See, when you click on such link, verify the link. Make sure it is from the bank. If you start to see, for instance, now what they can do, and they're very smart. If it is, say, Yahoo now, in fact, what I've seen before, they sent a link to someone, assuming to be coming from Yahoo, and they wrote Vahoo. They wrote Vahoo instead of Yahoo. So, so if you're not careful, if you're not observant, you will not be able to dictate all of those things. So just make sure that, you follow those basic principles, and all of that.
Now, before we go, we have about 5 minutes more. What I said, one of the fundamentals is not to be greedy. Clicking on links that promises something big. Now, a thought was going through my mind, and one of the audiences started sending those thoughts. This is just from Ken Okobi from Nigeria. He said, Larry, Wale must come again. And I have a lot of folks saying that, no, we need to do it. There are a lot of questions around, how do we go about coding? What do you know about coding? What do you know about computer? I think we need to do a second session.
No problem. It will be my pleasure. It will be my pleasure.
If you're watching us live and you want Dr. Badari to come back, just send a message. If you go live, we're going to show him, and then because this is too much to absorb.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
5 minutes more. So, if you want Dr. Badari to come back, so that we can do a second part to the cybersecurity tragedy. Kindly send me a message on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, so I can see that, I see someone, Andrea, saying yes. A lot of messages. But I think we need it back.
Thank you.
We need you to come back. When I said yes, we want you back.
Thank you.
So,
thank you.
They want you back.
Thank you.
I am for Laro to say come back.
Thank you.
We have, because this is a major issue. Ronke said, yes, I will not for every day. Relevant is tied from Mole, and I think we cannot exhaust this topic. We're going to do another one.
Absolutely.
We're definitely going to do a comeback, a part 2 of this discussion. The last question we have now is from Mole. It says, what work do you ask for government authorities?
Well, government authorities, Nigeria authorities or all over government all over the world. I think, well, yeah. So for government all over the world, the reality is, government should spend more on cybersecurity, because government is the warehouse of the citizens.
On Instagram now.
Okay. So okay.
But we're still live on YouTube. We're still live. Let's continue on YouTube and Facebook. We'll continue.
Oh, okay. All right. So I think, for government all over the world, they need to understand how to ensure they secure critical national infrastructure. It's very critical, because what we're going to see, after COVID-19 is, in fact, what happened in 2007. There will be a lot of things that happened in 2007. There was a cyber warfare with Estonia. I don't know whether you have heard about it. Estonia has a cyber warfare. All right. So there will be a lot of cyber warfare. Nations fighting each other. So if government does not put in place, processes, technologies to ensure the security of critical national infrastructure, their system will be digitally invaded. So what I'm saying in essence is, government should ensure, that they put in place, processes, to secure critical national infrastructure, to protect the citizens.
Wow. This is an amazing session. Instagram only allows to do but you see, based on popular demand, we have to do part 2.
Okay.
And I think
no problem
on that, because this is very, very, the topic of the moment that the world wants to. They want to learn. They want to learn things. They want to understand how to be safe, especially since we're all going digital. We're going, the worldwide, we're going online, and we cannot emphasize, this information that you're giving us today. We have them from. Irene Job said, "Well said." Dr. Laiwa said, "Indeed, it needs to come back. This is the future post COVID-19." We have all of that. Thank you very much, Dr. Jile, Dr. Badari, for this insightful and spending this time with us today. It's been an amazing session, and viewers, it's been Dr. Badari Peter Adewale, the privacy, cybersecurity, and GRC professional. I've been talking to this man. I can call him a man of timber and caliber. With all of his man, it's an awesome time. Thank you so much for hanging out with us on this platform, the Global Talkative Series. We love you, we appreciate you, and we pray that the good work the Lord has started in you will continue. The world will know you. The world will see you. Your sun will shine brighter and brighter. Thank you very much, audience. We appreciate you. We love you. Bye for now. We'll come back with Dr. Wale again, and we'll keep watching the space when we're going to bring you back. Bye for now.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hello, Wale.